Kathy, I feel like some of the hardest conversations you have are with people that are selling long-time family homes that have been in the family for decades.
Oh, I got to tell you, it is a tough conversation to have because it's incredibly emotional for these people. And I want them to know that it's very normal to feel apprehensive about it, emotional, and a little bit overwhelmed. It's tough. And, basically I know because I've been there twice before. I've sold my parents' home and oversaw my in-laws, the sale of their home. And it's difficult when you go in and you're going through all these belongings of them, and every time you turn around there's something that brings back a wave of memories and emotions. So take a deep breath, don't rush into anything, and you need a plan, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So anybody that's watching that might be entering into this phase of life or, might want some more guidance in this situation, this is something that we've helped families do quite a bit, along with you personally doing it. So they can always feel free to reach out to us at 551-305-4700, or you can use any of the links below to get in touch, and we'd be happy to chat.
Well, I have to tell you, I love everything about real estate. I kind of, live and breathe it, as you know. However, this is by far my favorite. Dealing with seniors and with estates, I think people need more understanding and compassion and care. And this really is, I'm a senior real estate specialist, and this is my passion in real estate.
Yeah, and if you stick around at the end, we have a great resource that we can share out, our senior living guide that has a huge amount of valuable information that we'd love to share with people as well.
Yes, so I look forward to them receiving it. We had a good time writing it, and I hope it's very helpful for them.
Great. So why does selling a longtime family home feel so different than selling a typical home?
Because it's all about emotions, it's not the house itself, and it depends what situation you're in. If oftentimes it's someone that has lost a loved one, which makes it even more difficult. Other times it's seniors that are deciding to move on to the next step, another exciting step in their life. But no matter what, they're closing a chapter in their life, and that needs to be done with care and with respect for the homeowner.
Yeah, what are some of the emotions that you see come up with these sales?
Well, sometimes people actually feel very guilty because, you tell your child or your children that you're selling their long-term home that they grew up in, and believe it or not, sometimes they don't like it. They feel a little bit sad over it, and they're saying, but where are we going to have the holidays? So that's one of the things, and people just aren't sure if they're doing the right thing. So that's when they need the support and kind of the education of the process.
Are there any mistakes that you see happening, over and over again with people looking to sell these homes?
Again, sometimes people rush into it a little bit too much. If you're dealing with probate, you have time. And basically building a plan is very important, and it won't make you feel so overwhelmed. If you're calm, you're not making mistakes. There are other situations, though, where you really have to move quickly. We recently just had one where the gentleman was moving to an independent living. He found the perfect apartment, and he had 30 days to get in there and start paying for it. So we had to get that house on the market quickly, and we actually did it in the 30 days. We had a whole plan together. We went, saw the independent living apartment he was going to be in, helped him choose which furniture he should keep and what he was going to be able to fit in there. And then we brought the family together and invited them to take things that they wanted. It was actually a lot of fun. And this gentleman, this was a 4-bedroom house, and he ended up walking out with his suitcases. The furniture had already been delivered. The moving company was unpacking him. I brought in the cleaning crew, and they literally emptied a 4-bedroom house in one day. And he couldn't be happier. I've talked to him since, and he's having the time of his life, and actually said, I wish I had done it sooner. So sometimes, you want to take a breath, sit back and relax, and other times, unfortunately, we are pressed for time, but we can handle whichever.
So how do you help families honor the homes, the belongings, in a situation where maybe it isn't our friend that had such a great experience. Maybe the environment is the family moving, getting rid of a long time family home after a death, or how do you navigate that?
You have to be very understanding, and you have to communicate. You have to communicate with the family, let them know what's coming. I think that's very important, and you have to be very intentional with these things and have respect, for the family and their memories and their belongings. And, we help with bringing people in. Sometimes it's not as easy to donate furniture as you may think, but we handle all that for people. And I think that makes it a little bit easier for them.
That was my next question. Then, do you have people that can help in this situation? You do have a lot to get rid of. Maybe the family didn't want to take anything, and our friend didn't want to take anything to his new home, so you get stuck with all of this stuff. But we have people that we can refer out for.
We have the greatest resources with that. Yeah, we have some wonderful people, and they're very, very competent. They're very kind, understanding, and we deal with everything with care and respect.
Mm-hmm. You kind of touched on it, but is there ever a right time to sell a family home?
It's when the family feels comfortable, so that they have all the information that they need to make informed decisions, and that is truly the right time. The time is when they feel it's correct.
All right. And if anybody is watching this and feels kind of stuck right now, what should they do?
Just take a deep breath. We're here. You're not in this alone. We are happy to help. We would be honored to guide you. Feel free to give us a call. No pressure, no commitment. And 551-305-4700. Click the link below. Text me. I love to talk. So just reach out.
Awesome.